Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today we are going to dive into a topic that affects all of us, which is pollution. Don't worry, this isn't going to be a boring science lecture. We are going to uncover mysteries, meet the villains of pollution, and discover how yes, you can be a hero for our planet. Before we start, let's just think about something. Have you ever looked outside and seen a hazy sky or smelled something smoky in the air? And this is relevant for students who are living in North, especially in Delhi. Students, because that's pollution in action. But where does it come from? So let's find out. Students, our story. Yes, basically, we are going to cover this article in a story form. So, our story begins about 25 years ago when a group of scientists from all over the world gathered to study something unusual. See, over the Indian Ocean, over the Indian Ocean. Now you have to first know where is Indian Ocean, right? So over the Indian Ocean, what they found? A giant brown cloud hanging in the sky. Okay, so they found a brown cloud. And it wasn't just over the ocean, it stretched across India and Asia like a huge smoky blanket. And they called it the Asian brown cloud. Okay, but what was this cloud made of? Students, it turned out to be a mix of smoke, smoke from burning things like wood, yes, wood, coal, and even leftover crops in the fields, right? तो एशियन ब्राउन क्लाउड बेसिकली क्या था? एक तरीके का स्मोक से बना हुआ क्लाउड। और ये जो स्मोक है, ये कहाँ से निकला था? बाय आफ्टर बर्निंग थिंग्स लाइक वुड, कोल, और जैसे क्रॉप्स जो बच जाते हैं फील्ड में, उनको बर्न करने के बाद ये स्मोक का पूरा क्लाउड बना था। एंड इट also had tiny particles called PM 2.5. PM 2.5. Now, students, these are so small you cannot see them, but they are very dangerous because they can get deep into our lungs. And this brown cloud wasn't just ugly to look at, it was causing serious problems. It made people sick, it changed even weather patterns, and even reduced how much food farmers could grow. So that's a big deal, right? Now, let's meet the villains behind this pollution. Imagine we are all detectives and we are trying to find out who's responsible for all this mess. Right? Yes. Now, the first villain, as mentioned in this news article, is biomass burning. Okay? Biomass burning. Biomass burning क्या होता है? It includes things like burning leftover crops in field, which is called stubble, which is also called stubble. Okay, so burning wood for cooking or heating, burning stubble, and biomass burning. Biomass burning is the biggest source of pollution. Okay, it's one of the biggest source of pollution, and it's responsible for a huge amount of percentage of harmful particles in the air. Next we have is coal. Yes, coal. We know this is used in making factories and power plants. Uh, Basically the coal. Why coal is used? Students, the coal is used in factories and power plants to make electricity. Okay, or even some products. So the electricity which is produced from coal is called, yes, what? You are going to tell me in the comments below, right? Electricity that we generate after burning coal. Yes. What is it called? Yes, you are going to tell me this. So, burning coal releases a lot of smoke and harmful gases into air. And this is villain number 2. So first we have is biomass, biomass, and then coal, and villain 3 is vehicles and garbage burning. We have cars, trucks and buses, and they release pollution from their exhaust. And don't forget about open garbage burning. See, this adds even more smoke to the air, right? So vehicles and garbage burning, right? So first is biomass burning, coal burning, and then vehicles and garbage burning. Together, these villains create a lot of haze and smoke we see, right? But don't worry, we are not just going to point fingers, we are also here trying to find solutions. We will also find some solutions. Yes. So, first of all, uh, why should we care about pollution? See, pollution, we know that, and this we have been learning for quite some time, that it causes health problems. And when we breathe polluted air, it can make us cough. It can also give some people asthma or even lead to serious heart and lung diseases. And did you know that pollution inside homes, like cooking with wood, it causes over 8 lakh deaths in India every year. So, uh, imagine how many people die every year because of burning wood inside their homes. And pollution also hurts our planet. It can change the weather, right? Pollution, it actually changes the weather pattern. And this we know because, uh, see, the climate change. The climate change is real. And why it is happening? It is related to pollution only. And pollution, uh, make even crop grow less. Basically it reduce the productivity of farms of agriculture, and it can even harm animals, right? So pollution causes health problem, it also hurts our planet, and it has it is affecting even our daily lives. Have you ever had a day when your school closed because of smog? Yes. So, or you couldn't play outside because the air wasn't safe. So, pollution affects these things also, right? And when I talk about smog, yes, smog. What is smoke? It is a combination of smoke smoke plus fog. Okay. So smoke plus fog. So that is what smoke is. Okay. So see, it's a type of smoke is basically a type of air pollution only. And this smoke comes from the word smoke plus fog. And it happens when smoke, gases, and tiny particles they mix in the presence of sunlight and air. So smoke is usually seen in big cities or areas where there's a lot of pollution from cars, factories, and even burning things like wood or garbage. So what happens in smoke? Smoke can make it hard for us to see, distant objects. And breathing smoke isn't also good for our health. It can irritate our eyes, make us cough, and even cause breathing problems for people with asthma or allergies. So think of it as the sky, uh, you know, as you walk outside and there's a dirty blanket all around your surrounding. It blocks out the clear blue sky and it makes the air unsafe to breathe. So that is what smoke is. And students, smoke is of two types. All right, smoke is of two types. One is classical smoke, classical smoke, and next is photochemical, photochemical smoke. So, smoke is of two types, classical smoke and photochemical smoke, right? So, that was all about smoke. It's a sort of air pollution only. Now, what can we do to save our planet? Yes, before we come to that, there are few things that needs to be done, right? So, scientists suggest that using um, cleaner fuels like LPG for cooking, and this is relevant for people who are living in remote areas, right? And this small change can save lives and it can make the air cleaner. Next thing is stubble burning. See, farmers can use they can use special machines to cut crops closer to the ground, so there's no leftover stubble to burn. And government is also helping by giving them some money or even rewards to farmers who don't burn their fields. And you know that India and the government is promoting electric vehicles, right? So electric vehicles, we know that it doesn't release any smoke. So encouraging more people to use them can actually reduce pollution from vehicles. Then again, we have the afforestation. Afforestation is basically planting more trees, right? So afforestation should be there, and we have to manage our waste. And finally, we need to talk about pollution with our family and friends, right? So share what you have learned today and encourage everyone to do their part, right? Now, before we wrap up, uh, in the comments below, you are going to answer me few questions, right? Based on this news article only. First is, what are PM 2.5 particles? Yes, PM 2.5 particles. Next, name one thing you can do to fight pollution. Right. Name one thing you can do to fight pollution. Okay. So you're going to answer me these questions in the comments below. Right. So we have learn a lot of things today. We have learned regarding pollution, how is it a problem, and how we can solve it. Remember, students, you don't have to wait for someone else to act. Whether it's convincing your parents to stop burning garbage or helping plant a tree, every little step counts. So, and you can do this from your own. You can be inspiration for other people, right? So, thanks for listening to today's podcast. And if you enjoyed this episode, share it with your friends and family. Let's all work together to make our skies clearer and our planet healthier. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep learning, and keep being awesome.